Good morning, friends. I hope you're having an amazing day wherever you are. Today, I'm in the beautiful city of Dubrovnik, Croatia. We've been here for a couple days, and I can tell you right now, this is one of the most spectacular cities I've ever been to in my entire life. We've got some amazing food ahead of us today, and we're gonna go kayaking. But first, coffee. Let's go. One thing about Croatia is that they have great coffee. Today I'm just having a simple espresso. Normally I'll have like a cappuccino or Americano. Today I just feel like an espresso.
Ready for the breakfast?
I also got one of their healthy smoothies on their menu. It's got spinach, banana, almond butter, and a couple other things that I can't remember, but it looks good. Oh, it's got oats too. Perfect breakfast before we go kayaking. This is really delicious. All right, Andres needed something a little bit more substantive for our kayak trip, so we stopped at Mlinar, and it's a bakery. They've got really good stuff. This is a spinach burek. Hot, fresh, so good. Crispy on the outside, a lot of cheese and spinach, which is great. This bakery you're gonna find all over Croatia. It's a chain, but they're actually really good. We've been on our kayaking excursion and our stop is at this cave. You see sparrows everywhere flying around and the water's crystal clear blue. Take a look at this. Look how clear the water is. It's like almost untouched. It's so clean. It's small little pebbles and you can even see tiny fish. We just got finished up with our kayaking excursion. That was awesome and beautiful, stunning views. I'm so ready for a beer right now. Something I didn't know about Croatia when we got here is how great their craft beer scene is. We're at Karaka Irish Pub. I'm having Zamajska Pivovara Pale Ale. Pale Ale is probably my favorite, with IPA coming in second, but it's just because it's got so much flavor but also light and refreshing. So Pale Ale game is really good here in Croatia. Here's the bottle. It translates to Dragon's Brewery. Oh, that's perfect. Sun's hitting you all morning, then you come have a beer. So good. Fruity, hoppy, not too astringent. It's just a perfect kind of washing off the sea, getting ready for some food. Cheers. We're at Kopun restaurant. This is located in Bošković Square, which is just at the top of the Jesuit stairs, which in Dubrovnik is one of the biggest representations of Baroque architecture in the city. You also might recognize these steps as the Walk of Shame steps from Game of Thrones. The steps lead to Bošković Square, which is where Kopun restaurant is located at the top, and you also have the Church of St. Ignatius right outside here too, so you have a gorgeous view of this beautiful church. The reason why I wanted to come here is because I did a little bit of research and I found that the Pašticada is something you definitely want to have here. So I have not had Pašticada the whole time we've been in Croatia. I think this is the right time. Pašticada is a traditional Dalmatian beef stew. It's slow-cooked beef in a red wine sauce that also includes figs, so it's kind of like a sweet and sour sauce, and served with gnocchi on the side. In this particular restaurant, the gnocchi is fried, so it's like a fritter. I'm super excited to try that. These look delicious and the smell emanating is just delightful. Let's dig in. All right, let's get a bite. Oh my goodness, did you just see how that broke so easily? Wow, this beef is so tender. My goodness. Oh my God. Wow. Okay, This beef can only be cooked in a stew like this. This is something that has to be braised for hours. But this sauce, it's almost like a compote. It's thick and creamy, and you can really taste the figs in there. It truly is a sweet and sour sauce. It's got a nice like saltiness to it, but this tart kind of earthy fig raisiny flavor is just fantastic. You can taste the red wine in there too, which is like that kind of like red grape flavor. It's so good. And the beef is just, I mean, it's swimming in the sauce. Let's try the gnocchi. Oh wow. Actually, it's fried polenta, it looks like. Wow. Okay. Fantastic. It's so crunchy. That oil it was cooked in is so fresh. Look at the color on that. Wow. Wow. I need to look at the menu again because now I'm not really sure if it's gnocchi or polenta because it doesn't have the graininess of cornmeal. It has more of that soft potatoiness of gnocchi, but the color looks like polenta. I need to double check on that, but this is phenomenal. It's so crunchy, piping hot. Wow, that's impressive. This is really, really good. So pillowy and soft, but held together perfectly with this crust. I actually confirmed with our waiter, and it's neither gnocchi nor polenta. It is a potato croquette, is the way that he said it. And that's what it is. Now I really get the gist of that. It's fluffy, it's not dense like gnocchi, and it's not grainy like a cornmeal polenta. So good. The flavor profile in this dish really comes down to the sauce. I've never had anything that tastes like this kind of rich and decadent. The potato croquettes and the beef are really just an accompaniment to the sauce. I could have that for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. My God. So good. I hate that it's almost over. Last bite of the potato croquette. That potato in there. It's also seasoned well, the actual potato filling. So good. All of the kayaking this morning really got us craving seafood, so we're heading to a fish restaurant right now, but it's not without the temptation of getting lost in these alleyways because they're just so beautiful. You just want to follow the hanging plants wherever they take you. We've walked off our Pašticada. That was so delicious. Took a lot of steps to get down here as we were walking through the narrow alleyways. Dubrovnik is very hilly. Bring your sneakers. There are a lot of steps. And we've made it to Proto fish restaurant. The salt-crusted sea bass is what brought us here, and that's what we're having. But that takes about 45 minutes to make. They let us know, so we're starting off with a tuna tartare and some bread. Take a look at this bread. We've got some white baguette, some brioche baguette, and then a multi-grain bread. Of course, it comes with local Dalmatian olive oil. Just look at that. Lovely, fruity, fragrant Dalmatian olive oil. Going for the seeded multi-grain bread first. Look at that beautiful yellow olive oil. That bread is a vessel for the olive oil. It's so good. What I taste most is the olive oil itself. It's so delicious, fragrant, just slightly peppery. Let me put a little on this bread here with a puree. The puree brings it all together. So good. That's like a red onion puree. Delicious. That's really, really good. tuna with a red onion puree and crusty bread. Oh, it's perfect. Look at that. It's fine minced, very small pieces of tuna. That's excellent. Everything is fresh caught here right off the coast, and you can really taste it in the food. Oh my God. Our server just brought out our salt crusted sea bass. It is a huge piece of fish. It says it's for 2 people, but like 2 starving people or 4 hungry people. He came out to show it to us so that we can see it completed and fresh baked out of the oven. He just took it back so he can fillet it and bring it back to our table ready to eat. All right, they've filleted and removed the bones of our sea bass. We're ready to dig in. Look how flaky and fluffy this beautiful piece of fish is. So soft. Let me put some lemon on here. Cheers. Flaky, hearty, just so good. Tastes like it just came out of the sea. Excellent. I love this. It doesn't need anything, just the lemon. It's perfectly infused with that sea salt, and oh my God, it's incredible. It's fluffy, thick fillet of fish. Check that out. Look at that, how thick that fillet of fish is. Beautiful sea bass. And we got a Swiss chard with potato. You see this a lot on Dalmatian tables. This is a very common side dish that you'll find. This is potato and Swiss chard braised and doused in olive oil. Perfect. Not quite like spinach, but it has that healthy, savory texture, and the potatoes are just nice and filling. You taste the olive oil in there, and really it just reminds me of like all the green markets that we've seen while we've been in Croatia, especially in Split where we go do our groceries every week. You see just tons and tons of Swiss chard being sold every week to make dishes like this. It's so good. For dessert, we're having the rosata. Look how beautiful. This is a custard dessert, very similar to a creme caramel or creme brulee. What makes the rosata unique and in the style of Dubrovnik is rose liqueur that's in it. They also add a dash of rum for some spice to it, but that's what really makes it unique here. Look how beautiful this caramel sauce is on the outside. It even has that nice jiggle of a custard. I can't wait to try this. Oh, it's so creamy. Look at that sauce. Wow. Oh, so good. Light, fluffy texture. It's not all egg white. I'm sorry, it's not all egg yolk. There is egg white in there, adding aeration, so you kind of taste the air pockets as you're chewing through it. And the caramel is perfect. Just nice and chewy enough to not stick to your teeth, but enough to be a thin sauce. Really good. Almonds add that crunch, that nuttiness to it. So good. I'm not getting a lot of rose flavor. I don't think it's a literal rose like rose water. It's just an infusion that adds a dimension of flavor to it. Oh my goodness, Proto was amazing. That Polship wine from Korčula, the tuna tartare, the sea bass and the Swiss chard, and then finishing off with that rosata was just absolutely perfect. That was our big meal of the day. We're gonna eat some more, but we're gonna walk it off first and see what else we get into. That was so much fun and so delicious. Flaky, white fish, excellent. All right, we were walking off our food and all of a sudden this ice cream place popped up called Boca Piena, and we had to stop because the ice cream looked so good. I got this white chocolate popsicle and Andres got a salted caramel and peanut ice cream. Look how good this looks. It's a little bit cloudy, but it is still quite warm today, so ice cream is like the perfect thing. I love white chocolate on ice cream. So good. And we walked about like a couple blocks and it's still put together. It's not like melted all the way down my hand, which is nice. Oh yeah. I'm not gonna bite into the whole thing because I have sensitive teeth and it's gonna kill me. So I have to eat popsicles really slowly. Frozen desserts is a really competitive market in Croatia. You'll notice as soon as you touch ground, there are gelaterias, there are ice cream places, there's frozen dessert everywhere, and everybody is eating them. It's like, does anybody eat dinner here? It's like all ice cream in everybody's hand all the time. Let me try the salted caramel and peanut. Oh wow. It's not gelato, it's ice cream, which is kind of nice. You have so much gelato and it's like super soft, it's great, I love it. But every now and then it's nice to kind of have ice cream. And this is that. You can taste the peanuts, you can taste the caramel, the saltiness, it's really, really good. Awesome. And the white chocolate, super creamy all the way through and through. Yummy. What an amazing day it's been eating through Old Town Dubrovnik today. We've got one more place that we want to show you tomorrow, but right now we are just ending our day having some cocktails at Dodo Bar right on the water. It's about a 7-minute walk from the center of the Old Town, and it is a beautiful balcony rooftop bar where you can enjoy the sights of the water, have awesome cocktails, and even food if you'd like. We've had so much to eat today. I am solid. We're just gonna have a couple cocktails before we call it a night. We want to get up bright and early tomorrow because we have a couple more places we want to show you on our way back to Split. I can't wait, and we'll see you there. Okay. I know I said we were done eating for today. We were gonna go home and we were gonna wrap up early. We're gonna go to bed. 2 cocktails in, and I'm like, all right. We've still got like 4 hours of sunlight left. I'm pretty sure we're gonna get hungry again. And while we were coming into the town today, we spotted this pizza bar, and I also saw reviews about it on blogs today as I was looking up for restaurants, so here we are. We're at Tabasco Pizzeria and we're getting pizza for later because our oven is gangster and it will heat up a good pizza. So we're getting some pizza to take home. This is their stolachka pizza. It's got tomato sauce, cheese, ham, mushrooms, gorgonzola, and spicy pepperoni. That looks so good. Oh, and olives. See them right there? This is the romana. It's tomato sauce, cheese, ham, and olives. Super simple, luscious. Look at this doughy crust. Oh man, I can't wait to try that. Just warmed up our pizza. These ovens, because they're smaller, take like 2 minutes to warm up and 5 minutes to have your food warm and ready. Oh yeah. Oh, this pizza smells so good. I'm gonna dig into the pepperoni, mushroom, ham, gorgonzola first. Oh my goodness. The ham, the pepperoni, the mushrooms are sliced so thin, and the gorgonzola is like a perfect saltiness to the pizza. It's not overpowering on there, it's just like a nice thing, and it helps kind of stick everything together. Also, this spicy pepperoni is so good. Croatia's charcuterie meats and cheeses are so underrated because, man, the spicy salami on pizza, the charcuteries, they're so good here. Let's try the romana. It's cheese and ham and mushrooms. Oh man. That was Andres' choice. Jeez, that's good. That's excellent. The oregano is adding that herby flavor, and the ham is really good. Sorry, do I have cheese on me? That's so good. This cheese is phenomenal. I see what the hype is all about with Tabasco Pizzeria. This place is awesome. You gotta try it if you come to Dubrovnik. Let me just try this crust. Look how soft that is. It's like perfectly baked. You know what's funny? This is actually kind of similar to the cevapi bread on the outside texture. Fluffy, doughy on the inside and just a little bit crispy on the outside. With that flour dusted on there on the outside, I love that. Oh, so good. Cevapi bread is the bun that the traditional Serbian sausages come in. Normally when you come to the Balkans, you're gonna experience cevapi. It's beef sausages with cheese, onions in this doughy, kind of thick flatbread. That's what this pizza crust reminds me of. One thing I have to say is that this apartment is really cool. We're not sponsored by them at all, but we found this on booking.com, and we've had some luck the last couple times when we went to Rovinj and now Dubrovnik along our road trip, finding apartments that are really well priced and really nice, clean, well kept, modern. I mean, look at this place. This is really cool. Check out this view. But for real this time, I'm definitely wrapping this up for tonight. We are done eating, just gonna enjoy some of these slices of pizza, wrap it up, and I can't wait to take you guys with us tomorrow on our few stops on our way back to Split. I'll see you then. And we're back. It's a beautiful morning in Croatia and we just left Dubrovnik. We're headed back to Split, but the place we wanted to stop by in between is Mali Ston. This place is the heart of oyster farming country in Croatia. You will find Mali Ston oysters across the coast of Croatia, but today we get to go to the source itself in Mali Ston Bay. I cannot wait to try the oysters straight from the source and see these beautiful oyster farms. You can see the poles kind of sticking out of the water in the fjord, and it's just breathtaking. So let's head over and let's eat some oysters. I've been waiting all weekend to have some, and I've held off in Dubrovnik so that we can have it in Mali Ston. The village of Mali Ston is actually only about 45 minutes outside of Dubrovnik, and if you're gonna be here and you have a car, it's really worth your time to go ahead and take a drive out there. And if you ever wanted the experience of a road trip, this is the place to do it. The highways here are so beautiful, pristine, clean, and you can really appreciate the scenic views of Croatia here. You can see some water and tons of mountain ranges, greenery, houses passing little villages. It's just stunning. We have made it to Mali Ston, where they've been farming oysters since Roman times. In fact, I just saw the owner of the restaurant we're gonna visit today pull oysters out of the water. I cannot wait to try these oysters today. The oysters here are known to be one of the best delicacies in the world. I cannot wait to try some. Let's go. We're at Oyster Bar Bebek. This is my kind of place. You go in, order your oysters, they shuck them for you and bring them out. Look at this oyster tray. I know I say this all the time, but really I don't think it gets any fresher than this. These are Mali Ston oysters from Mali Ston Bay, pulled right out of the water this morning. Wow. That's excellent. So plump and juicy. These are quite briny. The water here is a mixture of fresh and salt water, which is kind of perfect for farming oysters, and you really taste it. It has a little bit of a sweetness to it too, so it's like briny, a little bit sweet, super plump and juicy. And we've got tons of lemon to pour on there. These are actually still moving. They were just shucked. These are so good. I did see the Tabasco on the table, so let's try another one with some Tabasco. That's excellent. Oh man, when you bite into the juiciest part of the oyster, you can really taste the water, and it's makes you feel more connected to the land here. You're eating stuff right out of the water, as fresh as can be. There's one last place I had to bring you guys. We're at Terra Madre Winery. This is a place we discovered on the way to Dubrovnik, and the wine was so good we had to come back and show you guys. But also, elephant in the room, the views here are just incredible. What drew us in was the rolling hills of vineyards that we saw along the highway, and I honestly couldn't believe that this is like Croatian wine country. This is just absolutely incredible. Take a look at these beautiful views. And with that, I want to thank you guys so much for joining us on this food tour through Dubrovnik and really the southern region of Croatia. This is an incredible place that is worth visiting, worth taking the time to come out and drive along the coast, try the food, the wine, the beer, the fish. It's like Croatia just keeps giving, and we love it out here. If you guys enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. It really supports our channel. And leave a comment. I want to hear from you guys. I love reading the comments about what you guys liked, about how the food makes you feel when you watch it. This is just awesome, and I can't wait to keep making more of these for you. We'll see you on the next